Hey, what's up, dorks? Welcome back to yet another educational English video. I am your new dad, and today we're going to be watching probably one of the greatest TV shows of all time and seeing how we could improve our English just from watching. I want you to improve your English so much that you can watch TV shows and movies without relying on subtitles. So today, we're going to be watching one of the craziest scenes from True Detective Season 1, which people say is the greatest bit of TV in all of TV history. And this thing's about 6 years old now, and I think even in 2020, it still reigns true. This is the best TV show in TV history. We're going to be watching the show to see how we can improve our listening skills as well as our speaking skills. And in order to do that, the first thing that we're going to do is watch it with subtitles on. Then we're going to go back and watch it with subtitles again, breaking it down scene by scene, clip by clip, to find out what we can learn, what we could add to our dictionary, and how people say certain things. Lastly, we're going to watch it one more time, this time without subtitles, and we're going to take a quiz along the way. That way you can see how well you're learning and how well you're improving just by watching. If you like what you see on this channel, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you poke that subscribe button, tickle that little bell for notifications, and join the Discord because we have a lot of great stuff going on over there. But now let's learn some English. So to start out today's video, the first thing that we're going to do is watch this clip that we're going to be talking about with subtitles on. So make sure you pay attention to all of the blue words. Those are going to be the words that we talk about.
Set it down.
I know what happens next. I saw you in my dream. You're on Carcosa now. With me. He sees you.
Honey!
You'll do this again. Time is a flat circle.
I said, Nietzsche, shut the fuck up. Put it down.
Sun sinks into
Honey!
twin moon.
There you go.
Black star.
Put your hands on your head.
While I was hunkered down behind this old decrepit boat, Captain America, Marty Hart, decides he's gonna run deep into the woods, flank around the back of the house where Ledoux's firing at us, right? Well, he sneaks up behind Ledoux, and just as Ledoux turns, bam, popped one off in him. Headshot, clean, dropped him. And his buddy, D-Wall, he made a run for it. Then his homemade cracker-ass security system took care of the rest.
Oh, fuck.
Get the cuffs off him before his blood settles. We gotta make this look right.
God damn. Fuck.
What do we do, Russ?
Oh, fuck him. Good to see you commit to something. I'm gonna go see to the kids and don't bring them out until I say so. After we confirmed the 2 deaths and searched the rest of the premises, that's when we found the 2 children. I mean, we got very lucky. We just as easily could have been chewed to pieces by that AK on approach. I can say that I walked away from the experience with a greater respect for the sanctity of human life. Yeah.
Thank you, Detective. I believe I speak for the board when I commend you on the heroism displayed by you and Detective Hart.
We were doing our job, sir.
Now let's watch this clip one more time. This time we're going to go back and break it down for things that we can learn.
Set it down.
I know what happens next. I saw you in my dream. You're in Carcosa now. With me. He sees you.
In this clip, we heard Reggie Ledoux saying the phrase, "he sees ya." Now, the word ya is a simplified way to say you. This word is often substituted for you when speaking. However, you'd rarely see it used in written English.
Honey!
You'll do this again. Time is a flat circle.
Mr. Nietzsche, shut the fuck up. Put it down.
Sun sinks into
Honey!
Here we heard Ledoux quoting Nietzsche, only being told to shut the F word up. There's no getting around this word. It's just very, very bad. You only say that phrase, shut the F up, when you're very angry or upset with the person and you want them to stop talking. You only say this phrase if you really want someone to be quiet and you don't mind if you lose that person as a friend.
twin moon.
There you go.
Black star.
Put your hands on your head.
While I was hunkered down behind this old decrepit boat.
Here we got to the action scene, and as we hear Russ begin describing something that we didn't see, we heard him say a few key words. The first one, hunkered, which is a verb that means to be squatted down close to the ground. Normally, people are hunkered down during a snowstorm to avoid the icy winds. If you go up too high, you're going to get blasted with the icy winds. If you stay down low, you're hunkered down and you're safe. Another way he could have said it would be to say that he was squatted down, hiding from the bullets. Instead, he used hunkered. We also heard him describe a boat as decrepit. This word is an adjective that tells you something is very, very old, both because of its age and neglect. In almost any city, you can see old decrepit buildings or decrepit cars. These are things that cannot be fixed and used again. They're just too far destroyed by the time and not being taken care of. Even in this clip we saw, you could see the house and the cars on the property were also decrepit.
Captain America, Marty Hart, decides he's going to run deep into the woods, flank around the back of the house where Ledoux's firing at us, right?
As Rust is talking to the modern day detectives, he first calls Marty Captain America, which is just pretty funny in itself, but he says the word gonna. And gonna is another oral English word that replaces the phrase going to. I'm going to start making dinner soon sounds more natural when it's said like, I'm gonna start making dinner soon. This word makes the sentence a bit shorter and more concise, meaning quickly to the point. Once again, you don't find this word used that often in writing, but you will hear it almost every time a native speaker says going to. However, you won't hear this used when talking about going to a place. You aren't going to say, I'm gonna the park, only when talking about verbs. I'm going to see a movie becomes I'm gonna see a movie, or I'm going to go for a walk becomes I'm gonna go for a walk. At the end of this clip, he said the question, right? Now, the word right is often thrown at the end of a sentence just to engage the people you're speaking to. There isn't really an answer that he's looking for. He's just saying it. You can say right after you tell someone something as a bit of a filler word that connects what you've just said to what you're going to say next. I was on my way to work today, right? And then I missed the bus. The word right, even though it's asking a question, is only there to track that your listeners are paying attention.
Well, he sneaks up behind Ledoux, and just as Ledoux turns, bam.
Let's talk about this word sneak. To sneak is to move around very quietly so you aren't heard or seen. You may sneak around your house when you're up late so you do not disturb the other people at home. In this case, even though we know it's not true, Rust is telling the detectives that Marty was sneaking around the house to get to the bad guy.
Popped one off in him. Headshot. Clean. Dropped him. And his buddy, D-Wall, he made a run for it.
With this very short clip, Rust tells the detectives that Duvall made a run for it. When using that phrase, made a run for it, what you're saying is that a person ran away. Sometimes, when being confronted in a fight, you may decide to run away from the violence, and that is making a run for it. Oftentimes, when police go to apprehend a suspect or a bad person, that person will try to run away, and the policeman will say he or she is making a run for it. All it means is that the person is running away.
Then his homemade cracker-ass security system took care of the rest.
Let's talk about this word cracker, or as Russ said, cracker ass. Now, those of you who watched my swear word video know that cracker ass just means a big cracker. So what does that word mean? Because it's not the food nor the firework that he's talking about. A cracker is an American slang term that refers to the white people of the South who had slaves during the time of slavery. This word is derogatory for white people, comparing them to the ones who used to crack the whips on the backs of slaves. Now, you really won't hear this word describing whites that lived in the North or whites living in the North now, but often for whites living in the South. They're calling these people whip crackers, because in all reality, they probably come from people, or they were the descendants of people who did crack whips.
Oh, fuck. Get the cuffs off him before his blood settles. We gotta make this look right.
So this word cuffs is just a short way to say handcuffs, which are the metal things that police use to keep people's hands locked together. Policemen use handcuffs when arresting suspects. Most of the time, they just refer to them as cuffs. We also heard Russ say the word gotta. He said, we gotta make this look right. Gotta, just like gonna, is a faster way to say the phrase got to. I gotta go to the store to pick up some water. Or I gotta work on my project. It's another thing that you just hear in oral English, and you don't really see this written very often. However, pretty much every time someone says got to, they say gotta.
What do we do, Russ? Oh, fuck him. Good to see you commit to something. I'm gonna go see to the kids and don't bring them out until I say so.
To commit to something means to stay with it. Your parents are hopefully committed to their marriage, which means they stay together and they stay married, despite marriage being a very difficult thing. You could also be committed to your studies, which means that you don't give up or quit them when things become difficult. To commit to something is the verb form of the word commitment, which is the state of being dedicated to a cause. And Marty's cause was executing the monster of a human being, Reggie Ledoux. We also heard Russ say see to, which means take care of. See to is a phrasal verb and it relates to taking care or taking responsibility for something. You might see to your pets or you might see to your elderly family members. That means that you take care of them. In this case, Marty found the children locked up by the criminals and Rust is telling him to see to those children and make sure that they are okay.
After we confirmed the 2 deaths and searched the rest of the premises, that's when we found the 2 children. I mean, we got very lucky. We just as easily could have been chewed to pieces by that AK on approach.
Now, the words we heard are the words premises and AK. To start off, premises is a noun, and it's usually the entire area that exists somewhere in an official way. So for your house, the premises is everything from your home to the land that your home is on and the smaller buildings on that property. It's everything there. Even the cars parked on your premises become part of the premises. So when they say they searched the premises, they mean that they searched everything there. Every barn, every building, every vehicle, every bit of the property. Lastly, let's talk about the word AK. And an AK is a type of gun. It's the gun you see Rush shooting at the property to make it look like they were being shot at. It's a very common gun that you'd use in just about any shooting video game. So we'll just leave it there.
Say that I walked away from the experience with a greater respect for the sanctity of human life. Yeah.
Thank you, Detective. I believe I speak for the board when I commend you on the heroism displayed by you and Detective Hart.
We were doing our job, sir.
The last clip here has a few words that I think are pretty notable. The first one being sanctity, which is the noun meaning ultimate importance. Sanctity looks almost like the word sacred because they're kind of interchangeable. Something that is sacred has sanctity. Next, let's look at the word commend. To commend something is a verb, and that means giving official praise. Now, you don't commend your friends when they do well, but police officers or local officials commend people when they do well. Being commended something is an official thing. Lastly, let's talk about heroism. Heroism is a noun that means great bravery. Just like the word heroism has the word hero in it, it means an amount of hero. Heroes are heroes because of their heroism. Just like normal people are heroes because of their heroism. But keep in mind that this word is a noun and not an adjective, so you don't describe people with that word. You could talk about their actions as requiring heroism. So for example, warriors need heroism in order to do their jobs. Okay, we seriously learned a lot so far. This time, we're going to watch it one more time, but without subtitles, and you are going to take a quiz on what you've learned in the process. So, let's jump right into the quiz.
Set it down.
I know what happens next. I saw you in my dream. You're in Carcosa now. With me. He sees you. They'll do this again. Time is a flat circle.
I said, Nietzsche, shut the fuck up. Put it down.
Sinks into
Marty!
twin
There you go.
black star.
Put your hands on your head. While I was hunkered down behind this old decrepit boat, Captain America, Marty Hart, decides he's gonna run deep into the woods, flank around the back of the house where Ledoux's firing at us, right? Well, he sneaks up behind Ledoux. And just as Ledoux turns, bam, popped one off in him. Headshot, clean, dropped him. And his buddy, D-Wall, he made a run for it. Then his homemade cracker-ass security system took care of the rest.
Oh, fuck.
Get the cuffs off him before his blood settles. We gotta make this look right.
What do we do, Russ?
Oh, fuck him. Good to see you commit to something. I'm gonna go see to the kids and don't bring them out until I say so. After we confirmed the 2 deaths and searched the rest of the premises, that's when we found the 2 children. I mean, we got very lucky. We just as easily could have been chewed to pieces by that AK on approach. I can say that I walked away from the experience with a greater respect for the sanctity of human life, you know.
Thank you, Detective. I believe I speak for the board when I commend you on the heroism displayed by you and Detective Hart. We were doing our job, sir.
Alright, that's about it for today's video. I really hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comment section, and if there's something that you want to see next on this channel, let me know in the comment section. As always, please hit that like button, please smash that subscribe button, and tickle that little bell for notifications. Also, consider joining our Discord. Well, that's about it for today. Stick around for a little bit of affirmation. All right, now for some much-deserved affirmation. As always, I just like to tell you how proud of you I am. I think it's very amazing that you're going out of your way to learn English, that you're choosing my channel to do it, and I'm proud of you because you're working hard, you're improving, and that's all that matters. So good job. I'm proud of you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.